Today we're going to do some poetry review using the poem Eating While Reading by Gary Soto. We're going to look for poetic devices in the poem such as rhyme, repetition, alliteration, and personification. These poetic devices are all the poetic devices that we've learned about and practiced already, so that's why this is just a review. To start, how many stanzas are there in the poem Eating While Reading? Remember, a stanza is a group of lines together, kind of like a paragraph in writing. Record how many stanzas there are in this poem on the side of the poem in your packet. Now let's look at the lines in this poem. Lines are like sentences in writing. What is better is line 1, so put a little number 1 there. Then this book, put a little 2 here. And the churn of candy, put a little 3 here. Those are labeling the lines. Please continue and label all the lines in this poem. How many are there altogether? Next, we're going to look at this chart that's in your packet as well, and it's going to help us to remember what the poetic devices are by giving us the definition. And then on this column, we're going to record our answers for the examples that we find in Eating While Reading. The first poetic device we're going to look for is rhyme. Rhyme is having the same sound at the end of 2 or more words, like at, cat, sat. They all end in the at sound, so they are rhyming words. Go to your poem and find the rhyming words. I like to put a squiggly line under the rhyming words that I find. Then you're going to come to this column. In this box, is there rhyming in this poem? And you're going to record the words that rhyme in this box. The next thing we're going to look for is repetition. Repetition is using the same word, phrase, line, or stanza 2 or more times in a poem. The poem Gotta Go was a great example of repetition because the phrase gotta go kept repeating over and over in that poem. You're going to come to your poem Eating While Reading and find 2 examples of repetition in the poem. The next term or poetic device we're going to look at is alliteration. Alliteration is repeating the consonant sound at the beginning of nearby words. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. That is a great alliteration because you can hear the p sound at the beginning of the nearby words. You're going to come to your poem Eating While Reading and find 2 examples of alliteration in this poem. I like to circle the first letter of the word to show that it's an alliteration. Then you're going to come to this chart and record your 2 examples of alliteration in this poem in this box right here. The last poetic device we're going to look for is personification, giving human characteristics to non-human things such as animals, objects, or ideas. The cookies were calling me from the kitchen is a good example of a personification. The cookies can't really call you, but they're given human characteristics to a non-human thing. Find 1 example personification in the poem Eating While Reading, and you're going to record it right here in this box. So that is all for the poetic device review for today. You can record this in your packet, take a picture of it and send it to us in Class Dojo, or you can complete it in Seesaw.